Hello, everybody. Today, I'm here to talk about my experience in diabetes reversal with HaBuild yoga every day. HaBuild has an initiative called Diabetes Free Lifestyle, which is available free of cost for the subscribers of 6 months and more. I joined the diabetes free lifestyle and watched from without actively involving in it for a few months. It started in May 2024 under the guidance of Dr. Chandan Banswade. Chandan Banswade, he is a Ayurvedic doctor, well qualified person who is practicing in Nagpur and has his own clinic called Diab, and he has been doing this for the last 7 years. And diabetes free lifestyle definitely is for everybody. It is not for a diabetic like me. It is for everybody for correcting their lifestyle from all the wrong things everyone is doing. And the wrong things that we do accumulate over the years. That will have a negative impact on the body. And over the years, it will be manifested as some disease, either blood pressure or diabetes or some other rheumatoid arthritis and all sorts of body imbalances. These imbalances take a lot of time to manifest because our body keeps trying to set everything right by raising something or lowering something. Like it raised insulin in my body continuously when my body became insulin resistant by the accumulation of visceral fat in the beginning. So it kept on increasing the insulin. And my body externally, I was okay. There was no high blood glucose because body was countersetting everything by producing extra insulin. But ultimately, it all collapsed, and I became visible diabetic with high blood sugar. So diabetes is not one just high blood sugar. There are lots of other things which are wrong with the body. And I have been talking about diet, exercise, and many other things in my channel. But here they are addressing everything systematically. It is not just diet or just exercise. They have a multi-pronged attack on the illnesses by changing the lifestyle wherever we have gone wrong. So let me tell you what are some of the things, because I can't cover everything because there is a lot of things going on. Some of the things that they have taught us to do. First of all, it is the daily habit of yoga. So this daily habit of yoga that that Saurabhji teaches us, it is not simply holding a few yoga poses. It is all about addressing all parts of your body and the muscles in all parts of your body, strengthening them, and gradually you also gain muscle. I have also gained muscle. I know I have not been anything else um, that can be said as to be remarkable, except this daily practice of yoga. And I can see that I have improved muscle tone. The second thing they teach us is asanas, then meditation, then breathing. All these things help us to control our minds, which is a very important aspect of a diabetic's reversal program, because our mind is always shivering or slithering or shaking like a leaf in the wind. You're thinking this, thinking that, worrying about this, worrying about that. I have talked with my diabetic friends. They all have the same problem: anxiety, depression, uh, regret over the past, blaming situations. All these things go on in our minds. And this HaBuild yoga program helps us to address all those things. So we are addressing exercise and we are addressing mind. And this exercise, this is not just this yoga. There is another set of exercises in a separate installment given to us by Trishila Botra, sister of Saurabh Botra, and that is resistance training using resistance bands and maybe weights. And that exercise is also for building muscles. And the importance of exercise in diabetes, as we all know, is that exercise helps us to build muscles, first of all, and tone our muscles. In my case, prevent muscle loss, because muscle is the major store of glucose. And it is muscle insulin resistance that greatly impacts our blood sugar figures. So when the muscle is insulin resistant, 80% of the sugar that comes into our blood from the food that we intake doesn't find a place to go to, and goes and settles in fat. Our sugar will be high for a long time. And for that, we need to tone and build muscle. And for that, yoga and Trishla Botra strength training is contributing a lot. So this muscle is a major target for any in diabetes reversal program. So we have addressed the mind and the muscle, and then next one is food. And for food habits, Dr. Chandan has a separate set of programs, the diet, which addresses diet, then also mind. He talks about the mind. The mind programs are conducted by HaBuild Yoga only. He talks about how the mind affects our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, and how our sugar is always kept up because of these the effect on these systems through various hormones like cortisol. Then he gives us a good lifestyle modification through the kind of foods we eat, when to eat, how to eat, and recipes for eating those foods. All those things are covered in the diabetes free lifestyle program. And our Saurabhji keeps telling us to form one new habit each month. And that includes hydration, waking up early, going to bed early, attending yoga every day, then keeping an attitude of gratitude that helps with a positive mindset, and 100 other things. Every month we get a new instruction and what we should do to keep a healthy mind. A healthy mind is the first step for a healthy body. And so we have this programs for diet and lifestyle, and the lifestyle programs include I have already mentioned exercise and mind. And there are other things also, like the necessary tests that we have to do, and the figures that we have to find out to find where we stand in respect of our insulin resistance. And what they say is that all these aspects are now wrong in our body. See, our diet is wrong, our lifestyle is wrong, our mind is wrong. Then countless other things are going wrong. And we have to detoxify our bodies and start to build healthier habits in order to reverse this diabetes. I have been doing low carb diets. I have been doing all the hacks. They say that increasing and fiber, importance of fiber is something they have mentioned, and they have told us how to increase fiber in our diet. So fiber, all these things I had done, and I have brought my blood sugar down considerably. So I did not join the program in May, and until they announced this September, in September they announced the fasting program. Actually in August they announced the fasting program. Then I jumped in as an active member, because that is one thing I had not tried. So in August there was a fasting program with HaBuild. They took us through 1 month of 36-hour fast every week and 60-hour fasting once a month. Thereafter, Dr. Chandan said whoever wants to continue fasting can join again with a separate subscription of our own choice with Cure Diab. And we have been doing that also. I have been doing that, and that program ends at the end of November. So I have been doing 3 months of continuous 36-hour fast every week and 60-hour fast every month. Our fast. And once or twice I have cut short at 24 hours when I felt like cutting it short, because there is no coercion about anything. And 60-hour fast also. At first, these 36-hour and 60-hour fast was not very easy for me, and it sounded very scary to me. But once I got into it, I found that there was a lot of help and hand holding throughout. Because on fast days, there is all we have WhatsApp groups of the fasting people, and we interact with each other, and we talk about, even before that there was this diabetes free lifestyle groups are there, and we exchange our recipes, our experiences, and how we have changed our diet and our lifestyle, going to bed early, and doing yoga every day, changing our diet for lower carb options, including vegetables, including healthy fats. That's also important. All these things we would exchange recipes, and that provided a lot of synergy and motivation. And on fasting days, Dr. Chandan would come and discuss our problems, and also give us a few guidelines on the importance of macronutrients, and importance of each macronutrient, and fiber and protein especially. And all those also was very much educative. And otherwise also, throughout the fast days, there would be some diabetic, some Ayurvedic doctor online to help us if we felt dizzy, or if my sugar was high. If some people had reduced their medication for fasting and the sugar was going high, they would say what is to be done. And so there was a lot of hand holding. And so we felt there was a safety net under our this jumping into a new initiative. And so I have been through this. And in this period, the last some time back, I got a CGM fixed, and I had put a few videos about the CGM. And from the CGM, some of the things that I have realized is that my blood glucose, the CGM has a concept called time in range. So the CGM measures our blood glucose throughout. So it knows how much of the time we have been in range, and the time in range for it, and the balance, the limits in range that are considered to be in range for a diabetic are 70 to 180 mgdl. And from the CGM readings, I found that I was 94% of the time in that range. In 94% of the time, I was in the safe range of 70 to 180 mgdl. And 6% of the time, I was going out of it, above 180 and above 200, but not to 300 and the extreme danger zones. But these are also not bad, not good. Sorry. Then I also found that I am in the 70 to 150 range, which they have said is safe for non-diabetics also. In that range, I am 74% of the time, I am in that range. So then I looked at the daily patterns, and I found that my blood sugar goes high from around 4:30 to 9 or 9:30 or 10. So the HaBuild, as well as you all know about my joining my circadian clock app of Dr. Sachin Panda and his initiative and researches about circadian rhythm. My HbA1c fell drastically just by doing the circadian rhythm, by following the circadian rhythm. HaBuild also teaches us. They keep telling us, you eat your dinner earlier, half an hour early, then another half an hour early. And I have found that even if I eat my dinner early also, if it is not a very low carb dinner, during the evening times, my blood sugar spikes a lot. And in the morning and daytime, especially after 10 o'clock to say around 3 o'clock, if I eat the same food, my blood sugar will not spike that much. So the circadian rhythm is also very important. The body is set to a clock, a biological clock within the body, which we cannot in any way deny or put a stop to. And this clock is what is causing the nighttime blood sugar rise. This program has helped me to understand a lot of things. I came to understand through the fast that the main thing that controls our blood glucose is our food. So when their diet changes were implemented and people started practicing that, many people's blood sugar figures, their HbA1c came down to normal levels, and for some, they came down from the existing levels. I don't know about everybody, but I know that this has happened, and many people have been telling on the group that mine is now 5.9. It was 7.8, something like that. I'm not very clear, very accurate about the data, but these things have happened because they have changed the food habits. The second most important thing is the exercise. They are all doing yoga every day, and many are doing, most are doing the dance and strength training with Trishala, which is strength training. Then everybody has somehow tried to include fiber in the diet. Fiber will keep the blood sugar low, and fiber will ensure a better lipid metabolism. See that lipid figures, our lipid profile is always askew, and that will be controlled. Then all these steps like mind control are bringing down blood pressure. And then, as I said, circadian rhythm, that is also helping us a lot. This is only some aspects of what they are covering. And I cannot remember all the things. I tried to put everything on my mobile and then read from that. But then the video seemed very insincere and very much like I am trying to convey some agenda across. It is not an agenda. It is what has happened to me and what I have been doing for the last since January. Since January, I have been doing this yoga and all the changes that yoga guru Saurabh ji has introduced, like sleeping early, mind control, being mindful of what you eat, eating over a 40-minute period maximum. Don't keep on eating, taking a 5-course meal for 1 hour and taking only 3 meals a day, not having snacks in between. I don't have any medicine, so I don't have ups and downs, only ups because of my food. All those things I have been doing, and I did the fast in the last 3 months. And this has been an enlightening experience for me. And I found that I could control everything to a large extent, very large extent, through just the diet and the exercise. And much more. And the third one is now also equally important, mind, and controlling the mind, which is always shivering and dithering and flickering. Keep it steady as a flame. And these things I have learned from HaBuild, and many of the things I have learned from Dr. Chandan and his team. They have been very helpful. They know everything about us, and they know everything about the challenges that we face. The challenges faced by a diabetic is no joke. When everybody in the family is celebrating Diwali or Onam or Christmas, we just look at the things and stop eating those and then feel cheated, and when maybe we do cheat and eat. But he has told us not to feel cheated, to eat in limited quantities, and then do a detox. He has taken us through a Diwali detox program. I didn't celebrate Diwali because it is not very much prevalent here, but I ate a lot of sweets during that time. Not a lot of sweet, one ilayada with jackfruit inside. I ate 2 a day for 2 days. The 2 a day, is a considerable volume. And that had sent my blood sugar up. And I did the detox. So all these detox things also, they teach us. And I don't know. See, I have been telling many things, but all those things are incorporated in these programs in systematic manner and with proper guidance to guide us through. See, always there is somebody to give us guidance. Maybe we may not get a daily replies to our queries, but we will get reply to our queries, and members of the group also, they will share their experience if we have some problem, or if we ask us, can we eat this or can we eat that? And I find this a very, very enlightening, very, very profitable initiative conducted on a non-profit motive. And I'm very grateful for this. And I don't think I should carry on again and again. repeating the same things. So I'll say goodbye for now. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.